Hello traders, welcome to Trading with KS. I'm your host today, KS. So let's look at the top 5 things to watch out this week. Okay, uh, that may impact the stock market, the indexes, and the US and the currency. Okay, the number one thing that everyone should follow is the stimulus. Okay, so there's still a lot of negotiation and no agreement between the Republican and the Democrat. Okay, the Republican actually proposed 300 billion, but the Democrat request for 202 trillion. So they are still going back and forth. So this week will be the week that they have another vote. So let's see whether they can agree with it before the election. Okay, if this thing goes through before election, there will be a very positive sign for the US stock market and indexes. Okay, there will be a earning report for the lot of big tech company. Tuesday, Tesla, Verizon, Intel. Okay, on Tuesday with Netflix. So there will be also the big US company, Procter and Gamble, American Airlines. All these will be having their uh, report. Okay, quarterly report this week. So all these will actually show the how the US economy is moving. Okay, during the pandemic. So if the result is positive, then we can see a very good positive sign to the US stock market. Okay, if this company also decline, then there will be could be a problem to the US stock market and the indexes. So we have the US housing and jobless data again. The jobless data was bad last week. Okay, let's see this week how it does. Okay, despite the bad jobless data last week, US dollar actually do gain ground on the other currency, okay, because all the other data coming out was positive. So Brexit is still uncertain. You guys who is trading the pound, okay, be careful. They are very near to the December 31st deadline. Okay, so they are still dragging on. So there will be a lot of volatility. Okay, any news that come out, they disagree. Any news that come out, things has been compromised. So they will affect the Britain pound a lot. So China GDP number five, China GDP. This one will affect the country that actually export to China. Okay, they expect a acceleration of the second quarter. Uh, acceleration of the uh, economy, okay, and annualized by 5.2% in 3 months in September. Okay. So if the result actually come up positive, there will be a good sign for the countries, okay, for the currency that actually trade with China, especially those exporter to China, okay, which means that China import a lot of their goods like Australia, Aussie, New Zealand, New Zealand dollar, all these will be positively impacted. Okay, let's go into the uh, Forex calendar, this one is for last week. Let's go through last week data and see what happened actually last week. Okay, pound, claimant count change is positive. USD, the CPI, the price index is unchanged. Government Bailey speak. Okay, AUD, unemployment change is positive. Okay, employment change, sorry, and the employment rate is positive. It means the employment sector is growing. Okay, it's a good sentiment for them. Okay, the US, you see, here's the data. Okay, even though they have a bad unemployment claim, but a lot of positive coming out. Okay, the Philadelphia Manufacturing Index is report much higher than expected. Okay, the retail sales also is higher than expected. All retail sales. Okay, consumer sentiment. So all this actually is a factor that actually pushed the US dollar become stronger last week, despite the bad unemployment claim. Let's see what's going on this week. Quite a lot of data this week to digest. Okay, so let us go through one by one. So on Sunday, President Lagarde speak again. Okay, Monday, this is important. This is the important one, the China GDP. Okay, so the data already come out is negative. Okay, 4.9. Okay, they previously 3.2. They expected 5.5. By the time that I record this video, okay, the data already come out, which is negative. Okay, so this one will be negative impact on the countries that actually export to China, like the Aussie and New Zealand dollar. Okay, so 4.9 is not actually that bad. Okay, a bit off from the forecast, but it's still better than last time. Okay, it's still a positive number. Only it's not as good as what we forecast. So we will have Fed Chair Powell speaks again. This one, see what he will talk. Mostly, I think again he'll talk about the stimulus maybe. Okay, so if there are positive sign, positive speech about the stimulus, about the U.S. economy, about the good stock market, so maybe there's a positive sign for the US economy. But if it talks negatively, so you have to watch out. Okay, if it talks negatively, the indexes will be impacted. Okay, President Lagarde speaks again. Business Outlook Survey. Okay, this is a survey of the top company in Canada, whether how is the economy impacting their companies. Okay, RBA, Bank of Australia speaks. So, okay, Tuesday will be this monetary policy meeting. So they will talk about the economic condition. Okay, the economic condition of the Australia, Australia. Okay, so this one, see whether they will have any negative and or positive sentiment during the speech. Okay, so Wednesday we will have GDP, CPI, the price index. Okay, so consumer price index. See whether they expected a positive value. So let's see the data come out positive or negative. So there are another MPC, another British governor speaking, David Ramsey. So CAD we have another CPI number. Okay, this is the monthly CPI number. So the CAD will have a lot of Wednesday will be a high impact day for CAD. Okay, they have their CPI number, retail sales number with automobile and without automobile. Okay, this one is without automobile, with automobile. Okay, so Wednesday you have to watch out for the CAD. If you're trading CAD, okay, you have to watch out. So Thursday will be government Bailey speaking again. So this one, if we touch anything about Brexit problems, issue with Brexit, all these things, so there will be a big impact on the pound. So another week of unemployment claim. Okay, this time they expect 860. Okay, they are not so optimistic like last time. Okay, see whether it can hit the target. So USD also we got this leading index. Okay, the combined reading of 10 economy indicator related to employment, new orders, consumer confidence. Okay, so see whether the index is better. This has been they expect a decline index. Let's see the result whether it's better or worse. So New Zealand dollar. Okay, Thursday we got New Zealand dollar. Okay, another quarterly CPI number, okay, price index. So Friday, oh, a lot of data, okay, a lot of high impact data. So Thursday will be, you have to watch out for pound, about the Brexit, okay, anything about the Brexit. So Thursday you still also have to watch out for the unemployment claim for USD, okay, for USD dollar you watch out, New Zealand dollar you have to watch out for the high numbers. So Friday another, a lot of big impact data. Okay, euro you have to, yeah, you got a fresh French PMI, services PMI, the purchasing manager index for the services. So we have the manufacturing PMI, okay, the purchasing index, okay, the service index in French is, okay, is actually shrinking. Okay, the indexes number value below 50 is declining. Okay, above 50 is expanding market, expanding industry. So, okay, we got Euro, French, okay, PMI. So then we've got Germany, okay, Germany PMI, the services and the manufacturing PMI. Okay, so Germany, they expect a lower reading, a lower number, okay, maybe due to the pandemic, okay, and then also the services index also a bit lower than previous, okay, which means a declining industry. So French manufacturing PMI also for the whole Europe, okay, the whole EU. We got a GDP number, okay, for sorry, the PMI number for Britain, okay. So they expect uh, lower reading, okay, lower reading than before, and also uh, the British pound. So the Ramsden speaking, David Ramsden, the governor, okay, deputy governor of BOE, okay, Bank of England. So these are the high impact news that you need to look into for this week. So let us go to the uh, chart, the indexes chart, okay, and see what is going on. Okay, so you look into the Dow Jones. Last time we mentioned about this trend line. As long as the price stay above of the trend line, okay, so the market is still bullish. Okay, if it breaks the trend line, so you have to look at the longer term trend line. Okay, hopefully this trend line can actually become the support. If it breaks this trend line, then we'll be looking at a longer term downtrend. Okay, so now the price almost tested the previous high. Okay, went down and we have a bounce. Okay, this trend line actually provided the support, so the price actually bounced from the support. Okay, there's a pin bar here indicating a bullish momentum going up. So the Dow Jones Index is still considered bullish, okay, because the two of this trend line is still holding. But for you guys who are actually trading the US stock market and your US indexes, you have to be very careful because they're very near to the election, and election is high risk. Okay, election is high risk for the stock market. So a lot of these big institution, a lot of these big bank, they will make they will actually sell some of, okay, normally they will sell some of their stock okay, the high risk sector, okay, to cut down their risk before the election. So be very careful. I'm not saying that it will go down. Okay, it's not guaranteed that it will go down. It might still skyrocket going up, but there is a risk. Okay, before the election. Okay, that the stock market will might go down. Previous years, if you look at the previous years record, right, the month of election month, normally the stock market will go down. But this year is a little bit different. The stock market is still bullish despite we are so near to the election. Okay, we are something like 2 weeks, two weeks plus away from the election. So the stock market is still holding. The indexes is still holding its own. Let's see whether it can break the previous high, okay, and the all-time high, or dip down and break the support trend line. Okay, that is the Dow Jones. Look at the US 500, the S&P 500. Similar story here. Okay, the trend line is still intact. Okay, this is my simple idea of trading the index. Okay, this is not an in-depth analysis of the indexes. This is just a basic idea. Okay, to see whether the indexes is still bullish or is bearish. Okay, so it's still holding this trend line. Okay, so the bull sentiment is still on. Okay, even though if we break this trend line, we got another bullish trend line over here. Okay, unless the price break both of this trend line and come down, then we will have a maybe a longer term bearish market. And we talked about the tech company actually reporting their result this week. So this one will impact these tech indexes, especially this Nasdaq. Okay, Nasdaq have a lot of tech company inside, so it will be a good impact on the Nasdaq. Okay, so Nasdaq is still holding. Okay, get it? So it's still holding. Okay, before unless the price break the trend line here, this trend line and this trend line, so the momentum is still, the sentiment is still bullish sentiment. Okay, for the US stock market. So this one be very careful. You see, we are very near to the previous high because resistance here. Okay, you look at the Dow Jones and you look at the S&P, so they are very near to the previous high. So there is resistance over here. So if you want to trade this, right, you have to be very careful because we are very near to the resistance. Okay, long-term resistance area, and we are very near to the election. Okay, so very have to be careful if you are trading this US stock market. Okay, because there's a lot of risk, a lot of uncertainty about the stimulus, and a lot of uncertainty about the presidential election. So hopefully you guys, okay, do manage your trade properly on the US indexes and stock. Okay, this is the news for this week. For you guys, please remember to leave a comment if you have any question to ask about my discussion. Okay, this is just my discussion and my bias to the market. This is no means a signal service. This is no means a professional professional investor service. Okay, what I discuss here is only my point of view. Okay, of the market and how I see the development of the market this week. Okay, please remember to help me like my videos and share my videos, and remember to subscribe so I have anything new. Okay, I will you will get a notification, okay, when I post it in the YouTube. And also remember to look into my Facebook because I do post a lot of ad hoc news, ad hoc uh, posting, okay, ad hoc setup, okay, potential ad hoc opportunity on uh, the market. Okay, see you guys. Okay, trade safely. Bye bye.